A lot of water around. And we've got some leaden skies as well. So more rain may be coming. Few leaves left on the trees. Looks like some sort of ornamental grapevine. I only just realised the other day that this is the cattle market car park. There used to be a cattle market here. I used to come here with my granddad. Architecture is quite thought about nowadays. I mean, those silver birch on that red bricks looks quite graceful, and the little tower on the end of that row of houses, I mean, they are huge. There's a tendency now to go sort of 3 stories, but there's a lot more thought goes into architecture. Beech tree retaining its leaves in the Abbey Gardens. Aye, someone's car's broken down in the Waitrose car park. That beech tree gives everything a sort of orange hue. Orange hue. Like an orange filter going into the orange. And if I look orange, I better just check. Do I look orange? Not really. Bit less pale than normal perhaps. No graffiti on the tree, and looks like there might have been some in the past and it might have healed. I mean, that could be a heart, couldn't it? And that could be something there. But changing times. Mobile phones have stopped people doing a lot of things which they used to do. Everywhere seems a bit flooded. I don't think I'll go that way. Yes, talking about mobile phones stopping a lot of subversive activity. Well, I mean, it creates some subversive activity as well, obviously. But, you know, it's this sort of assumption that the world is going to revert back to as it used to be. And of course, it never will be. You know, we're going to have mobile phones and the internet always now. We're never going to go back to a pre-time. So the world as we knew it is over. That's the back of the council buildings, the new council buildings in Abingdon. Designed about 20 years ago, I think. It looks like Stalag Luft. And we've got some old Abbey stone in the wall there with the arch. So there's a bit of old Abbey stone about. And that's the 2000 style council buildings. And this is the previous council buildings, which I think are just about still in use at the moment. And that's the more bona fide ruins of the Abbey, Abingdon Abbey. I suppose that's the council buildings of the years ago, you know, because they you know, took in the tithes and took control of people. This is what they call the Guildhall at Abingdon, and the style of architecture going back to the 1970s. Very dated now, sort of minimalist, Le Corbusier type thing, is it? I don't know. Possibly, I'm speculating now, is it sponsored by the Mondrian, you know, those Mondrian sort of square blocks, that sort of idea, and they've joined it onto the old, obviously grade 1 listed gateway to the Abbey type bit. Very noticeable ramp, disabled access. Access very important. I love these town architecture type trees with the fantastic coloured leaves, but I'm not quite so keen on Christmas town decorations. As far as I'm concerned, they could save their money on trying to decorate things for Christmas. Much better to spend it on other things. Cool, that goes back a bit. 1964. Here's my dad in Abingdon. Going to say hello to the camera, Dad?
Wet day.
On a wet day. Lovely sycamore type tree here. This is a good example of a town tree. I'm just off up to the boots to get some things and leave Dad on the seat there for a little bit of a rest before we go into Poundland. The routine is always the same, with slight variations. So it's just moving towards the old station yard, and there's a nice example of what I call a town tree there. Let it describe itself. Back home to Kennington, and some yellow jasmine, or I'm not quite sure what this is called, but it's one of the first flowers. Bye for now.